it makes that raise feeling on a surface or even on your face when you're wearing the big statement earrings.
Yeah.
So it's also homage to the sun and to the world around us. And with this collection, the center stage is stacking. So
So you
the
can
flat raise
wear
that you
literally 2 different or 3 different pieces.
exactly. We always have that in mind, that we want every single person to have their own mix, to have their own personal style, their own individuality. Even if they're buying the same pieces, it's the way you put it together, the way you mix them.
Okay.
You add them to stuff you already have at home in your jewellery box. Yeah.
Well, I've got a question. Which are the stores? Bazi is asking. So we just said Harrods, online, and then obviously in Beirut as well. So you're stretching out to LA. So
yes.
The best, if you are, you know,
Paris, Mad Lords.
Paris, yeah. If you are far from these stores, best is online for you to purchase.
Sure. And we have 24 hours customer service right now.
Excellent.
So, yeah.
There's a question. I'm really sorry. I know that Latelier adopted lab-grown diamonds in some of their collection. Which line?
So, okay, so this line, in the beginning, we started having it just in store.
Yeah.
When you come to it, because we like to keep some pieces for our clients to come and see. And so we started with this lab-grown for you to be able to take your pieces with you on holiday, to be able to wear them while you swim. You know, where we're from and everywhere in the world, you like glamour. And like, I think you should take it with you to the beach. You don't only dress up to a wedding. It's just, you know, chilling at home. You can be decked out in your jewellery. So with these lab growns, the price point is better, one. And two, it's also very good for the environment, because what they do, it's kind of recycling. So they take broken up gems that were precious, and they recompress them and turn them into beautiful gems that look,
So do you use, sorry, go ahead.
No. So we just launched this for other stores, and it's called Planet Love. Wow. And it will come out first in our heart shapes, and then we'll start introducing the others, because we do so many collections. So we want to pick and choose, not to confuse people.
Perfect. I mean, do you use all 18 karat gold in your gold pieces?
In everything. And I think that comes from my father, because he will frown on us if it's less than anything. In the Felamank, which is the vintage, we have to use 9 to get that old rustic feel. So we do use it in that collection, because it's true to it. So we've been taught that to stay true to everything. Like, we are like, what if we do it in silver and gold? No, you're not a Jew, you know. So we stay true to what we do. But every summer we do launch something that's very trendy, and we use string or shells or whatever materials we like, and the price points are really easy and fun for just the summer, you know. So
perfect. So to jump onto my next question would be, lockdown again. So what did you learn in this pause? Was it kind of positive, or was it kind of little off for you, or would you prefer, you know, kind of having a little time, you know, to think, you know, kind of, you know, everything it could be, you know, in the lockdown. So how did it teach to you, you know, to pause? What was it for you?
Of course. In the beginning, it was very difficult, because our schedule is so hectic. I travel twice a month from country to country. We're always, and when I'm in Beirut, we're always working, bringing out new collections, managing manufacturing. So in the beginning, it was like, what do I do? You know? But when time went on, and I got to we started working on our back office and on research and on online and all of this. We work as hard, but just in a completely different way. And I think that we needed this step to to kind of do a long-term strategy, which we never had time because our growth was quite quick. So I'm kind of enjoying it now. I try not to enjoy it this much because I love to lounge. And so I think in life it's important to always adapt to situations and take what's positive from it. And we are positive people. So I think
you
that
share positivity as well, you
thank
know,
you.
which is
I
really
think it's
exciting.
important to spread it
I
and
think
to
so, yeah.
yeah. So I mean, it was hard again in the beginning, but now we've just adapted to it. We've learned to work on Zoom calls, on online, trying to get to our clients with services to help them. We keep on developing new things. So I think it's exciting in a way now.
Perfect. Okay, so my next question will be, so what inspires you in terms of, you know, maybe designing, let's say, is there any particular era or people or history? What is it that you get the inspiration from? How do you keep inspired, you know, all the time?
Yeah, I think our main inspiration, and this is what we found out later in our career, which is like recently, is that we have these memories of our parents' store and their jewelry really embedded in the back of our minds. So I think the 80s is a big period where we always refer back to in a way. Another thing is Art Deco because we just love it. I think going back in time and the vintage feel and all of that is always current, like first and foremost in our collections. And then we love new trends and new ways of doing things. So I think this plus this always gives us the pieces that you see. And also symbolism and meaning and feeling and emotion. So all of those together, I guess, are ingredients to our collections.
Perfect. Is there any jewelry you're wearing today?
I'm actually, well, I'll tell you what happens with me. So I don't like to take anything off, okay? What's on is on for a while until I go to my workshop and I ask them to surgically remove it. So I've had these bracelets on for years and they're all sentimental from my dad, from my mom, from close people. And this is one of my new charm collections. And this is an old piece that I've had since I was a child. And they got tangled together. And then they became like a piece. Yeah. So I do wear a lot of my jewelry, but it has to stay on. So if I wear one of the pieces, one of the elements that you have in the background, it's gone. It's mine. I will never give it back. If it's good luck, that's it. It will stay on for a year. You know, so I'm also superstitious like that.
Oh, so you do believe in that?
I do. And I do feel like that's why we give a lot of love to our pieces because, I mean, I think it transfers to you. So it's important to always give good back to the person.
Perfect, perfect. I mean, you know, the pieces, I'm just looking at the necklaces here. So the pieces are for every age, you know. I just don't see it limited to any age, you know.
Exactly.
Just anyone can wear it, isn't it?
Yeah. As long as you're playful, as long as you like life, I think that's what it is. You could be 10 and you could be 85, you know. It's just about a feeling. Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. It's just inside you feel the love, isn't it? And be positive always.
Exactly. And also remember, like in the past few collections, because I feel we've been so negligent to our world, I think it's important to keep reminding us that this is just an emulation of the beauty around us. And look what you can come up with, you know? So
at least you guys are here to kind of remind us to go back and just kind of be appreciative what we have, you know, that we are healthy, that we are in a world, you know, kind of polluted free, you know, or rubbish free.
Exactly.
I mean, it is full everywhere, but anyhow, little by little, if we can kind of contribute towards it, then I think message is there, you know, for everyone, you know, to kind of help each other.
Exactly. Yeah, you have to think about it like, okay, this is a bad period we're all going through, but every generation has been through bad periods, and this is not so bad being locked up in the comfort of your home with Wi-Fi. Me and you can talk across the world. You know, we can still do our work. So I think we're much luckier, and I think we should always think about those things.
Perfect, perfect. So, I mean, I realized, you know, in your, you know, on your website, it says that clients can actually do their own design, you know,
Of
and then
course.
that is the first time I have heard, and that is perfect thing, isn't it? You know.
Well, you haven't. I mean, we haven't shown our store so much, but what we did is we put the workshop center stage in our shop, so you have access to it, because that's how we grew up. So if my dad gave me a necklace, I would just go downstairs